Senator John Kennedy fully understands how rapidly this lethal coronavirus spreads, but he wants to reopen the economy anyway. He makes his case in this next video.
Very, very soon, the can's going to run out of road. We got to open this economy. If we don't, it's going to collapse. And if the U.S. economy collapses, the world economy collapses. And trying to burn down the village to save it is foolish. That's a cold, hard truth. Number two, yes, we shut down, but the shutdown did not stop the spread of the virus. I wish it had, but it's too late for that. The shutdown slowed the spread of the virus at enormous cost, but it still spread. Number three, when we end the shutdown, the virus is going to spread faster. That's just a fact, and the American people understand that. So when we open up, and we're going to have to, and somebody's got to make the call.
Cenk, I'm going to let you jump in.
So, all right. First, let's start with the goofy stuff. Those hokey sayings. Hey, can's gonna run out of road. Okay, when the turtle crawls up my leg, you know what's gonna happen. No, I don't, and I don't want to know. Okay, that makes him seem like a real guy. But what he's really saying is, multinational corporations need to make more money. So You're gonna have to open up business. And he says at the end, and I'll give him credit for being honest at the end. He says, I know more people are gonna die. The virus will spread more. But we got to make money. All my donors are calling me, telling me they got to make money. So I don't know that the folks who are driving him to go on national TV and make an ass out of himself represent most of the business community. As we talked about earlier in the show, I would guess not. I think most of the business community understands that if you go out prematurely, the disease will just get worse. And then the amount of time we have to keep the businesses closed will be longer, not shorter. But are there some folks that are in the business community that are right-wing who go, who cares? Can, road, turtle, leg, we got to go, right? Yes, we've covered them. We've showed it. The owner of the Houston Rockets out there like, we got to open it back up. Open it back up. Hey, man, I fired everybody right away. I'm so good at firing people. You should give me credit for it. So there are people who don't have enlightened self-interest, who don't think long-term. They think short-term. And those are apparently Kennedy's donors. So, because he doesn't go on national TV just to, of his own accord. He's trying to make a point. Most politicians don't want to get in trouble. They stay out of they're going to get reelected till the cows come home because they have all the donor money. So if you're a challenger, you want to go on TV. If you're an incumbent, just stay in a cave. Who cares, right? He's going on TV to make a point. And my guess is it's driven by business interests who are saying, John, I don't care how many people die. Get them to open back up. So he literally goes on Fox News and says, I know the disease will spread more and hence more people will die, but I don't care. We got to open back up.
So I'm sure he has conversations like that with his donors. But let's not forget that Senator Kennedy himself has his own financial interest at play, which is why it's so important for us to elect people who understand what it's like to be an average American, as opposed to keeping these insanely wealthy senators and members of Congress in place because they don't understand what we're going through and they don't care about our lives. They care about their stock portfolios, though. So I wanted to see, what kind of assets does Senator Kennedy have? Certainly not a good orator, certainly not a looker. Does he have any other assets? And he certainly has a lot of financial assets. So Open Secrets reports that in 2016, he had 104 assets totaling somewhere between $6.5 million and $18 million, okay? All of those assets are in land or in stocks, mutual funds, ETFs. So when the economy comes to a grinding halt, and when there's concern that the pandemic can, destroy the global economy, he's not thinking about ensuring that you can put food on the table for your family. He's worried that the stock market's going to tank again. He's going to lose a ton of money because all of his assets are in the stock market. And that's where he's coming from. So yes, I do think that the donors have a role to play here, but never forget how insanely wealthy our own lawmakers are themselves, their personal wealth.
So that's a great point, Anna. And obviously, we don't know what's exactly driving him. I mean, is it theoretically possible that he genuinely believes, hey, listen, I think the number of Americans dying is not that big a deal. Maybe
he definitely thinks that.
Yeah, but is it probable that either his donor's money or his own money is driving it? I would say that it's probable. And having $6 to $18 million on the line might change the way you think about how many people should die in this epidemic. But I want to address one other thing that he said, that because it's important, the kind of trick that he played in the middle, the misinformation he did in the middle. He's like, look, we did social distancing and the disease spread anyway. No. Disease went out of control in America because we didn't have the testing ready. We didn't have the masks and gloves ready. And now we have ventilator issues as well. We handled it very, very poorly, way worse than almost any other country, certainly any developed country. And that was Donald Trump. That was the Republican Party. So don't misdirect here. But even so, when we finally did the right thing about 6 weeks too late and asked people to social distancing, yes, we had disease spread, but it spread a lot less. If we had not done that, we wouldn't have 600,000 cases now. We'd have 6 million cases. So for him to disingenuously say, well, we had it anyway, so what difference does it make? Let's just go out there. No, you know it makes a giant difference. Kennedy, I've seen him before in many different instances. Don't buy into the hokey nonsense act that he's got. He's a bright guy. He just happens to be a greedy, bright guy who cares more about his bottom line than anything else. But he knows he's going to get people killed. That's why he did the caveat at the end. He does a lawyerly caveat like, hey, look, I can say later, I knew people were going to get killed and I said it, right? But the real misinformation was in the middle, as if social distancing did make a difference. It made a giant difference. It saved probably hundreds of thousands of lives.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.